Greetings, Muggle borns and nomads. Today I would like to be discussing J.K. Rowling's position on the racism and or pure blood supremacy of the Slytherin house and of Salazar Slytherin himself, the most cunning, ambitious, resourceful, and determined wizard of his time. Now, before I like to start, I would direct all of you down to the comments below to have a kind of a magical text based war on whether you think this so called racism, whatever, screw you, J.K. Rowling, is justified. And I'd like to start off with it's not really racism as it is the fear of persecution, I believe, because if you guys remember, the founding house leaders, or the Hogwarts school founders as they are known, all kind of coexisted and lived in the same time period, which was the Middle Ages. And while Salazar Slytherin did hide a basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets and wanted his descendant to kind of rid the school of Muggleborns, here's where I'm coming at. That's not okay either, and neither is Voldemort going along with this. But you've got to understand, back in the Middle Ages, before Muggleborns kind of started, I think the term is squips. Yeah, squips. Kind of, kind of received this gene. Somehow they're not really too in depth about it. Yeah, J.K. Rowling doesn't really go into too much depth about it. But the magical gene, and well, before then, obviously in the Middle Ages, with the whole Christian thing, spread of Christianity and the whole one God, not many pantheon gods. I believe that did happen, historically accurate, within the Harry Potter universe itself. So, as y'all know, Mr. Gryffindor himself, Godric Gryffindor, was an amazing duelist, and with both sword, aka non-magical duels, with muggles, and the magical wand dueling. He was very famous for both, more so as muggle, so he always had his iconic sword with him. But my point is, he brought in muggleborns. He was the most accepting of them, as long as they were brave and everything. Here's my point. Okay, Merlin, was a member of the House of Slytherin, and here's the funny part: he fought for Muggle rights, but Salazar Slytherin was pure blood supremacist in the sense that he felt like Muggleborns could not be trusted. He never said he hated them just because they weren't pure blood. As you can tell by J.K. Rowling herself, even though she made all the majority, especially Draco, which is our main entrance into the Slytherin kind of livelihood in the house itself and the members, was blonde hair, blue eyes. Now, I'm not criticizing her. She's a very well read and beloved author, even by myself, obviously. But she made them like archetypical Nazis. They resemble the Nazis so much. And in the UK, how do you get people to hate things? Well, everyone hates the thought of an actual Nazi, but in the UK it was worse than in America. So, what did J.K. Rowling did? No offense to her, but instead of proving that Slytherin was a morally gray house and there could be good, there could be evil, there could be people that don't know what to do. They're not trying to help people. They're not trying to kill people. They just want to gain power and financial wealth and live their ambitions and live a good life. And, they don't mean to hurt people, but they also don't mean. They don't want to help people, but they don't want to hurt them at the same time. They want to kind of stay neutral. You know, not good, not evil, just good old true neutral. You know, I just want to live my life, and I don't care if I hope good wins, but I don't care if you die, and I don't care if you rise to the ranks of being a god like person. You know, she played it out to be a pure evil house, and no offense, but they had Gryffindor had Peter Pettigrew. Peter Pettigrew. That's all you. Peter Wormtail Pettigrew. That's all you have to even say. Gryffindor, lovely house. Honestly, me being Slytherin, I'm not too keen on them. I'm more keen with Hufflepuff people. Ravenclaw. I prefer hanging out with Hufflepuffs and my snake brothers. But my point is, basically, Salazar Slytherin did not want Muggles to infiltrate the school and kind of like kill and destroy all purebloods and just doom the magic world. So what did he do? He put a basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets, and he also started this whole pureblood supremacist thing, and he was kind of a dark wizard. But other than that, other than the whole dark wizard, bad, evil, dark magic kind of thing going on in Durmstrang and everything from Salazar, I feel like he had a good point to block out Muggles, at least until they were trustworthy. Nowadays, since most of them are trustworthy, and there's a lot more Slytherin that are half-bloods, like the greatest hero of all time, Severus Snape. And I love his character because he's morally gray. He's not the greatest, and he's not the worst. He's not a true kind of Superman, kind of good person, or evil kind of just disgusting, vile person. He's kind of morally gray. He's like an anti-hero, He's kind of like I'd say Batman, but he would kill for the greater good. So he's an anti-hero, honestly, to me. And anti-heroes are the best because they are the most complex characters. They aren't always, oh no, I can't kill him yet. Anyways, my point is Salazar Slytherin had a perfectly maybe justifiable reason. It's not the best, but he had a really good reason to block out Muggles. Muggles could have destroyed the wizarding world. In a Hufflepuff, she didn't agree with him being pure blood supremacist at the time, but she was like, you know what, I agree with that, but I'll just take all the rest, make sure everyone gets top fare, good, hard, loyal work. Anyways, that's good for them, not for me. Anyways, yeah. Alright, see you guys later in the next video. Goodbye.